You know where you are? You're on the East Side Dave Show, baby! You're going down!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another very special edition of the East Side Game Show with Roy Harter, End of Time Series, Volume 69. Now, without further ado, let's throw it over to my main man over there, Mr. East Side Game.
Oh, thank you.
East Side Dave. East Side Dave.
Thank you. Thank you. Roy Harter, is everything okay? Because I gotta tell you, I love you. I love you like a brother, but that was among your top 5 shittiest introductions.
I'm not gonna lie, David. I didn't have the email that had the number of the End of Times episode. So
You know, may I say that you're getting paid 50%? Some of these things you can look up for yourself. Does the Dave man have to give you the goddamn episode fucking number, you piece of garbage? Oh, I can't wait to tell the people about Roy Harter and the Guns N' Roses concert we experienced this past week.
David, I have a list in front of me, my friend, an entire list of things that I'm going to bring up.
All right, let me foreshadow the show, though, first, because holy shit, it's action-packed. We have our official East Side Dave Show, Martin Scorcese Film Festival tonight. That's going to be huge. After the can we put Stevie either a little bit to the left or to the right? I have a phobia of when Stevie or Andrea sit right below my chin.
No
it's
problem,
like, yes,
Dave.
that's perfect. Now I'm right in between them. Look at this. This is beautiful. That's symmetry right there.
No offense taken, Dave. I understand.
But that's one thing. The Martin Scorsese thing is one thing. We got Billy Mitchell Skyping in to talk about the fact that Billy Mitchell just sent beautiful posters. I am going to show you one right now. They're in my hands, and we're going to discuss how. Oops, upside down. Thank you, David. Andrew laughs when I fuck up. I can't. Andrew sees me as like Leslie Nielsen in Naked Gun. When I fuck up and I do something, Andrew just can't wait to pound. No, that's all right. And then, so we got to talk about the Billy Mitchell thing. We got to talk about the fact that Roy and I went to Guns N' Roses. I will very briefly discuss, happily and briefly discuss that yesterday. I was summoned to appear on the Bennington Show on Sirius XM. And the reason why is because, it was Chris Pepper Stanley's birthday, and I guess the idea was, we're going to surprise Pepper and either fuck with him because he was drinking, or this is going to blow up in our faces, or it's going to be a nice reconciliation moment. And I'm proud to say it was both. It was both. We fought. I called him piece of garbage. There was lots of insulting language out of my mouth, but at the end of the day, we shook hands. And next Tuesday, August 17th, on the East Side Dave Show with Roy Harter, Chris Pepper Stanley, we'll be dropping and they'll be Skyping in, and we're going to get to the bottom of this and maybe create an official reunion, and we'll see what happens. But there was vitriol. Roy, by the way, Pepper said he said that fucking Roy Harter, that piece of shit, I'll never trust that Roy Harter. Yeah. So we're gonna have to discuss that.
He called him like the worst person in the world. I think he said. He said you're one of the worst people in the world. Was his quote.
He said Roy Harter's one of the worst people in the world.
That's what he said.
By the way, Stevie Lou, did we mention Stevie? Robert.
Thanks. Yeah, sorry guys.
Andrew Gold, Stevie Lewis, Andrew Gold, Drew and Garrett on the other side of the glass. I love when sports radio guys say the other side of the glass. That's bizarre. But Roy, he hates you, I guess, or he.
That's very interesting, David, because I knew it was his birthday, and you know what I did as an old true friend? I shot him a very thoughtful text message. Hey, brother, just wanted to wish you a very happy birthday today, blah, blah, blah. Hope all is great. I love you. And guess what? No reply.
Now, I'm going to try and work on Pepper replying to you. One thing at a time, okay? Because, all right, so he was legitimately drinking, and I'm not going to say that I didn't have a little snort of Tito's myself, because I knew that was going to be a drinking Chris Stanley's a disaster thing, and I wanted to be as liquefied and angry as he was, so that, you know, if he starts coming in guns blazes, I got the Tito's running through me. So at various points, we would make up and shake hands, and then 3 minutes later, we would start screaming at each other, and I'd be calling him a piece of garbage. This happened during the entire half-hour appearance, and then late in the game, Roy, who comes in but Big A, Andrew Gold, joins the Bennington Show.
Oh!
And at the end of the show, Roy, Ron goes, "Do you have anything to plug?" And I go, "East Side Dave Show, Compound Media, Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m., baby." And I thought I did a great job. I said also, you know, Carl and Dave, 95.9 The Rat, 6 to 10 a.m.
Yeah, that's a good show.
You know,
That's a good show.
Oh, yes.
And as soon as I was done with my plug, guess who fucking Big A does a plug, and Ron goes, "Andrew, that was the same exact plug as Dave's," because he goes, "No, Dave forgot to mention the East Side Dave Show with Roy Harter. He forgot to mention Roy
Roy, I have
Harter."
your back. I have your
Thank
back,
you.
Roy.
So, hey, Roy.
Who's
Roy,
your
I
back?
never want to see you and Andrew in an email argument again, because I know that you guys have had 3 or 4 of caps lock email arguments where you two say that you hate each other and you'll never work again with each other. And that, by the way, that's happened. And how many fucking fires have we had to put out on these? Everyone's had a rivalry with everyone else at some point. Emails, texts. It's like being in fucking Led Zeppelin, for shit's sake. Everyone fucking angry, or Oasis or something. But Andrew loves to, and if he can ever correct me, he will. And so he did that right there, right in front of Ron. I appreciate that, Andrew. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Big A.
Welcome.
So it was a positive appearance. And if you want to check it out, I guess it's on replay. Does SiriusXM have replays?
Yeah, it's on demand, and also I saw on Twitter there was a very active, very positive response to the episode. So you were a part of a very special thing there.
I know.
So
I know. I was lauded as, you know, just, you know, the greatest thing since sliced bread. And let's be honest,
It's kind of like when Jordan goes back to Chicago.
right when Jordan goes back to Chicago, it was Bobby.
Greatest to ever do it.
Well, let me say, you fucking ran over that dude Andy Fiore like a deer in headlights. That guy who was like, he's a touring comedian and had no way to fucking keep up with you. That was.
He follows me on
He's a good guy. No,
Twitter now, so
He's a-
I don't want to shit on him.
he's a nice
I like
guy.
anyone
Like I
who
said,
follows me on
he's a
Twitter.
successful touring comedian. I'm not trying to take a shot at
Yeah.
him, but he had trouble keeping up with you and Chris yesterday. That's for
I
sure.
didn't know what was going on because I didn't know that in Zoom you can do a multi-angle. It's called gallery. And so the entire time, well, no, not the entire time, but the first 15, 20 minutes on that call, I just saw Earl Douglas. And so the entire fucking appearance, well, the first half of the appearance, it was like me and fucking Earl. I'm like, where's Ron? Where's Chris? I can't see anyone. And so maybe that also contributed to me just running over shit. But anyway, so Chris Stanley, August 17th, next Tuesday, we're going to get to the bottom of a lot of stuff. Now, as I just mentioned, Roy Harter and I were at Guns N' Roses. Now, I specifically want to talk to Robert and Stevie, and maybe even Drew and Garrett could chime in. Andrew, you're allowed to chime in, but you're not much of a reefer smoker. You're more of an alcohol guy. So I get a ticket for me and Roy Harter, okay? 2 seats. It's in Jersey. And this way I don't have to go far. I don't have to go into the city. I don't have to go to the Port Authority. It's in Jersey. It's 40 minutes from my house, okay? Here's the deal. I let Roy know. Roy, I got you amazing seats. Roy, would you confirm that the seats were amazing? It was the floor section, and we were allowed to walk around and actually have our own space. Like no one was like next to us.
Again. Dave wins again. Dave wins again.
Thank you.
Seats were exceptional, David. Exceptional seats. And thank you for the invitation. Let me preface with that.
But Robert and Stevie, when I go to Roy and I go, hey, you got any weed? He goes, no. That's not even how it happened. Roy texts me after he learns about the Guns N' Roses concert, and it's like the day of, and Roy goes, David, don't forget to bring the tickets and the weed.
Right.
And the weed.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, I mean, did you pick up? Jesus.
Did you blow him in the parking lot too?
Roy,
Right.
seriously, as a musician and a fellow drug addict, that was about the most uncool thing that's ever fucking happened to me. I got us floor seats at the Guns N' Roses tickets. They were literally worth $275 fucking dollars on the actual open market, and you're now asking me to provide the drugs.
Yes. Yes, David, I was.
No
Yeah.
decorum on your behalf?
None whatsoever. But in my defense, you don't have very much decorum either, David, because as I recall, you had asked me to pick you up at the Secaucus trade terminal. So as I'm driving through the Midtown Manhattan, I get a call from David, or actually a text from David. I'm literally probably a block away from the the Lincoln Tunnel, and I get a text. Uh-oh, problem. I fell asleep. I missed my stop. Can you pick me up in Penn Station? Okay, so I'm like, you know what? Dave bought the tickets. I'm gonna drive back around. It took me 2 hours to get to Midtown Manhattan, by the way. So anyway, I turn around. I get David. We meet right in front of Compound Media. He gets in the car. I could smell the booze on his breath already. So
let me just jump in because I texted you a lie. I didn't fall asleep. What happened was I had my Dogfish 90s. These are the greatest IPAs. Their alcohol percentage is like 15%.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You drink 4 of them and you're twisted. So I enjoyed, the train. I had my own car. I'm drinking by myself, actually listening to GNR on my headphones. I went to take a piss. And just as I take a piss, the train goes to Secaucus Junction, which is where you have to get off. And then it's a 5-minute drive to MetLife Stadium. And if you miss that Secaucus Junction, you go into New York instead of being in fucking Jersey. And boy, was I pissed at myself. No one else. I was so pissed at myself, I started hitting myself. And the conductor actually had to tell me to stop.
now, I was not.
That's a true story. Hold on, Roy. I'll go past that. The fucking conductor had to tell me to stop punching myself in the face. And it was real. And I'm pretty sure somewhere on Snapchat, some fucking really frightened early 20s girl is, posted, freakish redhead with, weird face punching himself on train because I saw someone in the corner of my eye going like this. And I'm just stupid. It was like the Philip Seymour Hoffman scene in Boogie Nights where he tried to kiss Mark Wahlberg and he's just dumb. So, all right, there you go. I missed my fucking stop. I have to go to goddamn New York. I don't see what the complaint was, though, Roy. You weren't in New York City yet. I mean, you weren't in New Jersey.
That's right. No complaints yet, David. Anyway, you eventually get into my car, and as we're driving into the tunnel, literally at the mouth of the tunnel, you had the nerve to flag a T-shirt vendor selling these Chinese-made bootleg T-shirts. By the way, there's one lane into the Midtown to the Lincoln Tunnel, one lane, and I'm basically stopped. So there's about fucking 5,000 cars behind me while you're negotiating with this black T-shirt salesman guy. Oh, by the way, you didn't even negotiate with him. He was like $25. You're like, okay, so you gave him 50 or something, and then you didn't even haggle with him. You're holding up traffic, everyone honking, and then you're like, wait, Roy, I gotta wait for my change. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. So the guy's pulling singles out of his socks and his underwear. And I'm like, Christ almighty, David. So finally, I thankfully we didn't get arrested. I think you were, at that point, you were drinking rum. You had some kind of bottle of rum? You?
Well, no. You know what? It's like so unfair. This guy just got credit for going in Chicago. He went to where Lollapalooza was going to be, and he buried a bottle of vodka. And then a week later, when Lollapalooza happened, he went to where the fucking thing was, and he got a shovel, and he took it out, and he had this huge jug of fucking vodka. And everyone's like, this guy's the most genius guy ever. I'm like, in any rock show I've ever been to, I get a pint of fucking Jack Daniels or Jameson, I put it in my undies, I walk through, I get a giant Pepsi in the venue, pour half of the Pepsi out, pour the other fucking half in, and then you never have to go wait on the beer line. You got a whole fucking huge thing of Jack Daniels right there. So I actually thought that was a brilliant idea. And yes, I was drinking, but it was not rum, it was whiskey.
Whiskey. Okay, fair enough, David. Eventually, we get to the parking lot of MetLife. Now, this has been already, for me, a 2.5, 3-hour ordeal before we arrive. So, Dave, for some reason, when you enter a car, you come in like a hurricane, and there's shit everywhere. I mean, you had I don't know, your T-shirt. You had everything wrapped in your T-shirt. You had a bong. You had a big bag of weed, which I was very grateful for, by the way. But anyway, so I pulled my car into the parking lot, and Dave immediately opens up his door, and he hits the door next to the car next to him. I'm like, all right, no problem, Dave. Just
He parked right.
every single time David opened up that car door, he would automatically the next guy's mirror.
He parked too close. Robert, Stevie, he parked too goddamn close to the other car. What am I supposed to do? It's like bumper cars over there.
But listen to this, it gets better, guys. So Dave brought this massive bag of weed. Beautiful, right? So we go outside, we're in the parking lot, he packs up. Oh, I forgot to mention, Dave packed his bowl inside the bag of weed. So when he removed
That was stupid.
When he removed the bowl, it was literally clogged with weed. All right?
That was the stupidest thing I ever did. I wanted to hold. I kept the bowl and the fucking thing, and there was weed all in the pipe.
Yeah,
Oh,
in the
inside
fucking
the
pipe.
pipe. That's bad. Yeah.
Oh my God, he ruined the pipe. But can I take over the story for a second, Roy?
Please go right ahead.
I
Dave.
asked fucking Roy to please unclog it. I'm shit-faced, as Roy is accurately describing. Clearly I'm shit-faced. I'm smashing in the car next to me. I asked Roy, can you please unclog the goddamn pot bowl? And you know what he does? He rips the fucking thing where you suck it out of. He rips it off the pipe.
Right off.
Like the Incredible Hulk. I've never seen anything like it. He took the fucking thing where you go in and he ripped it off. He ripped that thing into two pieces where you smoke it and the fucking thing where you put the bowl itself where you put the pot in. Roy just cracked it open in half.
That's incredible.
Cracked it open. It was all unnecessary. Nobody needs that long pipe. You just need the bowl, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I break it in half. So now we basically don't really have a legitimate way of smoking. But the problem was, it wasn't the fact that I broke it in half. It was the fact that David kept telling me, Roy, where's the bowl? I'm like, David, you have the bowl. You have the bowl. And you're like, no, I gave it to you. I'm like,
I forgot where it was because I drank a lot that night.
Yeah.
And I forgot where everything was, so I kept asking Roy for the bowl and the pot. And it was actually in my socks.
Now, once we get inside, this is when shit really starts getting interesting. So we go inside. David has to go to the bathroom because he's been drinking whiskey, right? And immediately I get approached by these two giant football players that come up to me, wasted, and they're like, "You're the coolest looking guy in this. We've been watching you, and we would love for you because we're underage football players. We're linebackers for the Rutgers University. We're linebackers. We're 20 years old. We can't buy beer here, but you look like the kind of guy that would buy us beer." So I'm like, hey, you know what? I am a cool guy, but the really cool guy is in the bathroom. He's about to come out. He's going to be the guy that buys us beer.
At any single time, he will throw me in front of the bus.
Yeah.
It's just every single time. No.
So Dave comes out, and immediately, Dave's a likable guy. He immediately makes a connection with these guys. Hey, we're from Nutley, New Jersey. Oh, you know Kevin Knight? We don't know Kevin Knight, but you know blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, yeah, we know blah, blah, blah. And they're going back and forth. And then finally, I tell the guys, tell David what you need him to do. And they're like, well, we want you to buy us a beer, and then we'll vend you the money. To which David, his eyes light up, and he goes, fuck you guys, find yourself another sucker. Let's go, Roy. And he pulls me in.
Well, that's ridiculous. They're going to fucking Venmo. They hand me the cash. I would have considered it. And in fact, if, pay me another $5 on top of the beer, and maybe we got ourselves a little deal. They're 20-year-olds. They're in college. It's not like they haven't had a beer. But, it's fucking ridiculous. What, you're going to Venmo me the money? Now, fuck you. No matter how wasted I am, I'm not going to fall for that grift.
Well, I think they were going to Venmo you the money after, I think it was prior to buying the beer. So you didn't have, but you took it in such a weird way that you left these poor guys standing there like, what the fuck just happened? I was afraid to go to the food court because I thought those guys were going to find me and be like, what's up with you and your fucking friend, you idiot? And they were going to beat the shit out of me.
Fuck them. They're not beating the shit. If they can't figure out how to buy beer or sneak booze into a Guns N' Roses concert, they're not beating the shit out of anybody.
They're linebackers for Rutgers. They're not beating the shit out of anybody.
I know. Well, okay. Listen, Rutgers had a decent year in the Big Ten last year, Robert. But anyway, listen. All in all right, we got to play a video of me at the thing, and then we got to wrap this up, Roy. We got to get into the Martin Scorsese Film Festival.
Oh, man. I could have kept going, David. I got so much more material.
All right, well, you do it another time. Do it another time. But let's do the this video encapsulates what was going on. I don't remember this. I guess Roy, you were shooting this.
Yes.
And this is outside when we were smoking. They set up a smoking section where it's like on the football field. But I don't remember this video, and then I fell down on the ground.
Oh, shit.
And I am smoking there, as you can see, but I don't recall, and I am happy. But this whole video was definitely not. Nope, I don't remember that video at all. So that's a new one, right?
The one thing I do remember, David, as fucked up as you were, this goes to show you guys how gracious Eastside Dave is. When I got back into my car after the concert, there was a little gift from David waiting for me. There was a can of Pepsi and a bag of nuts. And I thought, well, that was very generous of David. He left me a little treat for the ride home. So thank you, David. That was very great, very gracious of you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. See that? I mean, come on, generosity. I gave him some Pepsi and I gave him my nuts. So there you go.
Please, did you not lose the T-shirt that you bought for $25?
I lost that T-shirt. So to end the story, I definitely lost that T-shirt, and that happened.
You were carrying it around like a hobo. You had all your shit wrapped in this T-shirt. You lose it. You literally look like a fucking hobo.
I know. When I am drinking and at a rock and roll show or something like that, I take on sort of a gypsy who doesn't have any family or shoes.
Yeah, it's
for
like
that.
it's like Woodstock. Yeah. It's like Woodstock all over again. I got
very
it.
Much like that. Yeah, it's just no holds barred. But listen, we're going to have to begin this Martin Scorsese Film Festival because this is very exciting. And then we're going to have to go to Billy Mitchell and maybe someone just alert Billy that we will be with him, but maybe we'll be a little bit late. Unless you want to go to Billy now, Robert. What do you think?
We don't have him online yet, so let's start the festival.
Let's start the film festival and then just someone tell Billy we'll be with him 5 minutes late or whatever like that, okay? All right, so the Martin Scorsese Film Festival begins. Who's up first, Robert?
Andrea.
Andrea's
up first? Okay, this is wonderful. The Departed, Billy Meets the Shrink. This is from Andrea.
I know you have to come here, but now that you're here, what do you want? You want the truth? Valium. Ugh, you know, if you'd lied, you'd have an easier time getting what you wanted. Well, what's that say about what you do for a living? I just think that we should have a few more meetups before we even talk about prescriptions. Look, I'm having panic attacks, all right? The other night, I thought I was having a fucking heart attack. I puked in a trash barrel on the way over here. I haven't slept in fucking weeks. Is that true? Yeah, that's true, all right? I said something fucking real. I said something fucking true. I want some fucking pills. And you're gonna what? You're gonna close my file?
Is she gonna reenact the whole Departed?
Is that what you're gonna do?
I'm just
I
wondering.
thought I was supposed to tell the truth.
In The Departed, is this gonna go on?
There's 30 minutes left in this one.
Okay, blow it up. With all due respect, blow it up. I'm sorry. I know people work hard, and Andrea worked hard. It was wonderful. It felt like it was going to keep going on, and I thought I was rewatching The Departed. The acting was spectacular.
She's a good
Her
actor.
DiCaprio was dead on.
I think the one on the left was much better than the one on the right, to be honest with you.
All right, Robert, who is next for the Martin Scorsese Film Festival?
It's me.
Oh, Robert is next.
With an outtake from The Irishman.
Ooh, I like this.
Crank that noise, see a man can't mend it. Stab him in the face with a shank, can't bend it. All of my gang got bad intentions.
All right, I am the Irishman or something like that. I paint houses or something. And here's one of my dead bodies. I'm gonna dispose of it.
What's the haps?
Oh shit, he's still alive.
Okay, Robert. Just so
Much better.
That's okay. So, Robert's continuing his very strange and mysterious obsession with Sam Roberts that
Sam
no
Roberts,
one's really sure.
I have it on good authority. It was his acting that did not get it into the movie, Dave.
Okay. Robert, like I said, your obsession is very unhealthy for you. All right, who's next? Who's next in this fantastic film festival, the first ever Martin Scorsese Film Festival?
Dave?
Robert.
You are Dave.
Me?
Yeah.
I am. Oh, okay. Is this my? This is my King of Comedy.
I believe so.
parody.
Yes.
Okay, King of Comedy. You ever see that one?
Oh, yeah.
This is King of
Hi,
Cameo.
it's Eastside Dave, and this is a cameo message for Jerry. And Jerry, I do want to say a most happy...
What are you doing?
Mom, I'm working! I'm on Cameo! I'm making a message for Jerry!
It's too loud.
Mom, please! Back to you, Jerry. Jerry, thank you so much, and a big happy birthday. And I really appreciate your supporting the Eastside Dave Show with Roy.
What are you watching? It's too loud.
Mom! I'm making a video! A cameo video for Jerry! Jerry! Sorry. Sorry about that, Jerry. Listen, Jerry, a big happy birthday. And, next thing you know, Mom! Mom!
Oh,
There
wow.
you go. There you go. Now I'm calling that the King of Cameo. You see? That's
Ooh.
my reboot. The King of Cameo. You get it? It's like
Yeah.
Of course.
it's like a modern day version.
Yep.
It's like a modern day version of that. The King of Cameo.
Great
All right.
job by Biddy Mac in there.
Yep.
Wonderful job, I gotta say.
Beanie
Please.
Mac playing the role of
Beanie Mac.
Sandra Bernhardt.
No, of King of the mom.
the mom, who was played by
Shelley MacLaine.
Martin Scorsese's mother.
I know that.
Wow.
Come on, she's
didn't know
also in Goodfellas.
Yes,
She's the
yes.
old lady when they go get the thing, and he's like, no, I haven't seen him. I got to give him something to eat. She's also in Casino, where she's talking to the guy at that deli. Remember? She's all over the place. All right.
Your mom is an Easter egg, as they say.
That's right. All right. Now, next, Robert.
Roy.
Oh,
Roy.
actually, this is a dual effort by me and Sean. Henry Hill being played by myself, and the role of Karen being played by Sean.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Karen! Fuck! Where's the stuff that I left here, Karen? I flushed it down the toilet. You what? What was I supposed to do? They were all over the house. Karen, that was worth $60,000. I need that money. That's all we got. What was I supposed to do? Karen! I had a search warrant. They were in there. That's all the money we had, Karen. I was depending on that. Why did you do that? I had Karen. They were gonna find it. Fuck, Karen. They would have found it. I swear to you, Henry. I swear, Henry, they would have found it. Oh no! Why did you do that? Why? Why did you do that, Karen? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No! That's it, Dave.
Holy shit. Excellent. Excellent. Roy Harter and Sean O'Barry
Sean O'Barry.
of the Howard
Bravo.
Stern channel on Sirius XM. And of course, the Davey Mac Sports program. Sean O'Barry, he was excellent as Karen, the original Karen,
God, that
right?
was so good.
All right, who is next?
Stevie and Bo.
Stevie and Bo.
Oh,
Love
boy.
this. Ooh, what is this?
Faster than you are, you fuck heel. I saw you coming, you shit heel. Make your move. You talking to me? You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Standing right here. Who the hell else do you think you're talking to? You talking to me, motherfucker?
Oh! Big reveal, Andrew! Andrew! He's got it for you, you motherfucker! That was the twist, you motherfucker! He's gonna shoot you, Andy! He's gonna shoot you dead, baby! You ever seen that movie, Andrew? You're
Yes,
dead.
I have.
Bo's coming after you, pal. That was awesome. That was fantastic. And Taxi Driver. I mean, come on. We haven't done a little Taxi Driver. You know what? Very good variation of the Scorcese movies, I feel. Who's up next?
Oh, Dave, you're going to be happy. It's the long-awaited return of Flutzy.
Oh, here we go. Flutzy participating finally in a film festival. Ooh. Oh, Last Temptation of Christ, Roy. Last Temptation of Christ.
Back. Move back, you're blinding me.
Hi, Jesus. I'm Mary Magdalene. Sorry I'm late to this whole tempting party. I had some things to do. So, here's my offer. If you come with me, you'll have a big family for the rest of your life.
I have a love.
Oh, that offer wasn't good enough, was it? Well, how about if you come with me, you and I get to spend as much time being intimate together as your heart desires. How's that? Still not good enough. Well, Jesus, I didn't peg you to be some sort of kink freak or anything, but how about if you come with me, I'll let you paint the night away by the fire.
Oh, God. That's Jesus.
Satan.
Oh, really? That's still not good enough for you?
Yeah.
You don't deserve all of this. You know why? Because you look like the way you do. Get the hell out of here with your no-talent ass. Can't appreciate a woman trying to seduce you. Haven't showered in 50 years. Like you have no friends. You smell like bum piss, probably. You looking like Castaway with no volleyball. Get the fuck out of here. You could go get a haircut and still not call me. Guess what? I'm better off without you. Bye. Fuck you.
Oh! Beautiful.
Bravo.
The Last Temptation of Christ, a classic Martin Scorsese film.
Yeah.
That does it, and Flutzy is the temptress, the Mary Magdalene, who tries to lure Jesus away from sacrifice. I mean, that was borderline blasphemous, Robert.
She is Puerto Rican, Dave.
I know.
They do lots of blasphemous stuff, like they wear the rosaries as a necklace. You're not supposed to do that.
That's true. You know, for like people who are very Catholic, they're also like borderline voodoo. So like, if there's like one Catholic that's practically a Satanist, it's a Puerto Rican. So I sort of agree with that. All right, the Martin Scorsese film. Is that it?
No, we've got one last one, and it is Drew and Big A.
Drew and Big A.
Not Droid.
Oh my God. The Wolf of Wall Street. Here we go. Wow.
My morning ritual. First, I'd get up and fight with Naomi about whatever it is I did the night before. Next, it was a steam so I could sweat out all the drugs that were in my system. After that, I'd assess the damage, get dressed, take my medication, get me started, and then seek out Naomi to make up for whatever I did the night before.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Does Daddy get
I
to kiss
know
both
this
of his
scene.
little girls?
Oh, no, no. Daddy doesn't even get to touch Mommy for a very, very, very long time.
Daddy's really sorry about what he said in the other room. He didn't mean any of it.
Daddy shouldn't waste his time. And from now on, it's going to be nothing but short skirts around the house. And you know something else, Daddy?
Oh, no. Oh, disgusting. Andrew, you're showing your pussy.
Mommy is just so sick and tired of wearing panties.
Oh, Andrew. Ew, bedroom looking at that vagina.
Sorry. 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 Sorry.
Rewind. Pause. Right now, pause.
What the
If I'm not mistaken, didn't you accidentally fart in Drew's face? Because no one showed me this video. So just so you know, and I swear this is the truth, I don't want to see anything until the actual film festival live on the air. So I don't see one goddamn video. It's Big A fart in Drew's face.
Yes.
We need to see an instant replay of that. Because that's the most...
I feel sick.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
You couldn't get a more cartoonish sound. Do it again. That
One more
sounds
time.
like
Yeah,
a
one more
hug
time.
from
Yeah.
like Captain Kangaroo or Scooby-Doo. That's like a
One more.
Hanna-Barbera sound effect.
Can we see that one more time?
Yeah, one more time. Listen to the hunk.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
He loads up. He like loads up with
Just
this.
capture that sound effect and put that in your whole library of sound effects for when you're doing shit for Nickelodeon.
I
That's
think
like a fucking Nickelodeon sound if I've ever heard one.
That's my new Big A ringtone for sure.
That was fucking hysterical.
Brilliant, guys.
Well, there you go. The Martin scored. The Eastside Dave Show Martin was in the film festival. I mean, there it is.
Ended with a bang.
That was fantastic. Really well done. Okay, do we have Billy Mitchell?
Yes, we do.
Look who's ready to go. Look at him. The greatest video game player of all time has just entered the Eastside Dave Show with Roy Harter Arena. And unbelievable. Billy, your hair has never looked so good. And I want you. Let's not waste time. Let's tell the Eastside Dave Show audience how they can get their hands on a poster. Where are we gonna be this Saturday, Bill?
We're in Haddonfield, New Jersey. Okay, RAM Arcade, RAM, Real Arcade Museum Arcade in Haddonfield. You're going to be there on Saturday. I'll be there the day before and the day after. Right, you'll be there, and people will actually be able to see you, get your autograph, get a poster, and slap you around a bit. That's the agreement.
That is the case. They will be able to do whatever the hell they want. Now, I'm going to be there on Saturday, as Billy said, 14th, 3 to 5. And yes, you got to look up RAM Arcade, RAM, all caps lock arcade in Haddonfield, New Jersey, 3 to 5 Saturday. And if you just show up and we don't run out of these things, I'm giving you a poster. Just for showing up, 3 to 5 at the RAM Arcade, I'm giving you a poster. Any posters that we have left over, we'll utilize as prizes for the Eastside Dave Show. Okay, so that's good as well. Although I have
what I'm wondering is, on the poster, in the ribbon, it has a description. It says the Hot Sauce Mogul and Eastside Dave, but it has all these different adjectives that describe you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're really qualified for all them. I was going to ask your henchmen here if they think we overindulged a little bit.
What do you got, Billy?
I don't think, Billy, it's possible to overindulge the excellence that is David McDonald, all right? He's a legend,
Dave,
the greatest to ever do it.
Hold on. What are the words?
Since
What are the
I
words,
have the poster in front of me, it says a hot sauce mogul meets the Dave Man, broadcasting superstar,
Check.
writing, social media, acting, marketing, advertising, organizing live events, leading teams, teaching interns, customer service, sales, promotions, and developing professional relationships. Billy, I don't know who made this poster, but they copy and pasted my LinkedIn profile. Like, that's actually my LinkedIn profile verbatim. Like, I know this for a fact. And of all things, by the way, not my Twitter profile, which would have been, really easy, host of the radio show, and shit like.
Well, now you got to. Yeah, but now you're going to sign the poster. You're going to have a lot to live up to, so the pressure's on.
No, you know what? The poster's phenomenal. And here's what I also like, Billy. And I said this. This is what Roy Harter does. He does things like this. I like how it's a commemorative poster donated by Billy Mitchell. I like how generous you were, but I also like how you advertised it on the poster itself. I like how you advertised your generosity on the poster. A poster donated by Billy Mitchell. That's phenomenal. That's called heel heat right there.
I think it was your producer or maybe a friend of yours or maybe your wife who said I was very generous because nobody else would ever want to appear with you, but I give you the
Well, listen, that's why I've been divorced for 5 years, Bill, because of things like that. Now, Billy, I do have to say real quick, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about what you're going to be doing, but you know Andrew, right? Andrew's a big fan of yours, Bill, and he just has a couple questions, and he asked if he could ask you a question every once in a while, just because he's such a good fan. Andrew, will you be at the Ram Arcade this Saturday the 14th, Andrew?
Yes, of course.
Really? Wow! That's surprising.
I mean, Dave, in all honesty, I don't know if Andrew's ever made a public appearance, has he?
Oh, he's done it. It's just that he's left no eyewitnesses around to talk about it afterwards. So that's what happens with his public appearances.
Do the woods count, Billy? Do the woods?
Yes, he goes out in the woods and Hunts Point and different things. He's in public technically. Andrew, ask your question to Billy, please. Andrew, do you have a question? You said you had a few questions.
His microphone's broken.
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. He's going. He's just looking to make sure he's got all of his thoughts in his head. It takes him a long time to organize his thoughts. He's crazy. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Billy. Ever hear a 1982 song, Pac-Man Fever? My uncle says that song is about the Vietnam War and not the video game. Either way, I just farted. Thoughts, please.
Wow, the timing of that couldn't have been better. Of that question, Andrew. I don't know how long ago you wrote that question. Billy, is Pac-Man Fever, that song, is that about the Vietnam War, you think? Or you don't have to comment on Andrew saying he farted. All right, that's not what Billy Mitchell does, Andrew. Okay. He doesn't comment on flatulence.
All right.
The world's greatest video player.
When Andrew does that, you don't have to have any comments. You just watch the room clear. So.
Hey, just ask Drew. Just ask Andrew. You know what? That question stunk. Can you do a real one, please?
Okay.
A real one.
Hi, Billy. Ever hear the one about Ms. Pac-Man? The game is just like Pac-Man.
Hold on.
Only once a month.
Wait a second. What is it? Oh, ever hear the one about Ms. Pac-Man?
Yes, that's what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Okay, so you're setting up a joke. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Do it again.
Ever hear the one about Ms. Pac-Man? Game is just like Pac-Man. Only once a month it acts like a bitch, and you feel like unplugging it and burying it in your backyard. That's some joke, huh, Billy?
Yeah, I've never heard that one, but now I guess I've heard that one.
Okay.
Billy, I apologize for Andrew's joke. Okay, it's not a funny joke. Okay, and by the way, Bill, I'm gonna talk to you about Ms. Pac-Man. I actually sort of prefer Ms. Pac-Man over Pac-Man in some ways because I always felt like there's more fruit and things to do. Do you have any Ms. Pac-Man records? Or are you strictly a Pac-Man guy?
No, I held the Ms. Pac-Man record for many, many years until a friend of mine, a couple of friends, scooted in front of me on Score, and because we're next. Actually, later this year is the anniversary, so I'll be going back in an effort to take back the Miss Pac-Man world record.
Yes, sir.
Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man.
That's
now,
probably...
do you like Ms. Pac-Man as well? Do you like it as much as Pac-Man, or do you like it more or less?
No, about the same.
About the same.
I'm very politically correct. I like them about the same.
When I was, I faked an illness when I was in 4th grade because I just couldn't deal with school anymore. And I faked it so well. I was like Daniel Day-Lewis, a little pint-sized Daniel Day-Lewis. I faked it so well, no one knew what was wrong with me, that they then put me in the hospital. And the hospital, the children's wing, had Ms. Pac-Man. And I learned to be excellent on Ms. Pac-Man till this day. So maybe I'll join you in a Ms. Pac-Man battle on Saturday, Bill. Maybe me versus you head-to-head.
Dave, how long
So
did it
if
take?
anybody comes by, besides me, if anybody comes by and beats you at Miss Pac-Man, then we have to give them a prize.
All right, that's fair. Stevie, what
Dave,
were you gonna...
how long did it take for them to figure out that you were just faking the illness?
They never did. They never did. I felt bad. I felt really bad about it. I still feel a little bit bad about it. And
Come on. Oh, come on, Dave. I mean, you can be straight with us. Are you still faking the illness now?
Andrew, yes. Come on. We were on a roll. Everyone's talking, having a good time. Just ask your question. I see your hands up. Just ask the question real quick so I can get back to Billy.
Hi, Billy. The gay here. I'm not trying to freak you out here. I'm chasing your call. You have 48 hours. Why am I $10,000 or send a pizza you didn't want? Don't mess with me, punk.
All right, Billy, don't be blackmailed or coerced or extorted by Andrew. Was that about video games at all? You just said that you're tracing his call and you're trying to get $10,000 out of him. What?
Yes, Mr. Champion.
Why? He's a guest on the show. That's not what you're supposed to do with a guest. Yeah, Billy, you don't have to. I mean, go ahead, but
I'll try not to get intimidated.
Yeah, I mean, I'm embarrassed by that. I apologize. Billy, back to you. So you're there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and what are we going to expect? I mean, someone can just go in. I mean, you're there all day Friday? Because I'm telling you, I'll be there Saturday, the 14th, 3 to 5 p.m. That's when I'm going to be there. But you're going to be there. What are you going to be doing at the Ram Arcade this weekend?
Well, again, there's an unlimited amount of museum quality vintage games, pinball machines. They have currently planned panel discussions. They may actually show movies that are video game related. There'll be other personalities there. Can you imagine when other personalities, whenever other radio stations heard you were going to be there, they signed up because they wanted to come in, if you could imagine that.
Yeah, well, that happens all the time. Once the Dave Man becomes a part of something, everyone else hops on the bandwagon. We all know this. Go ahead, Bill.
Again, Saturday's the big day, and I'm trying to get some local personalities there. There's a dinosaur in the industry named Todd Tuckey, and I want Todd Tuckey there because, without a doubt, he is the most interesting dinosaur in the industry. And
I love it.
There'll be other great players there, other people that have really, made their mark in the gaming world. There'll be a lot of prizes. It'll be awesome.
That's
There'll be
awesome.
food.
All right. Hey, I'm sorry, Bill. Andrew, you had your hand up. He's trying to talk. Just tell us, please. What is it? Go quick. Come on. He's trying to give us.
Billy. The gay again. Sorry about that threatening outburst earlier. Let's get back on track. I got an idea for a video game. A large man walks around Hunts Point in the Bronx, New York, killing hookers. It'd be like Spy Hunter, only we call it Whore Hunter. What do you think, Bill?
Billy,
can I call you Bill?
Sounds like you're describing Newark, New Jersey. Is what
Can I call you Bill?
Andrew, for God's sakes. Billy, his game it's modern. It's like a Grand Theft Auto type of thing. The games these days they do have an edgier tint to them. I'm not, Andrew, I mean, you're not envisioning this like an old school arcade game, right? Or how are you envisioning this type of game? An old school kind of game?
Yes, Mr. Champion. Old school.
He is?
Yes.
All right, so Billy, he would like sort of an 8-bit pixeled game called Whore Hunter. Comments, Bill?
Why is he looking to moonlight or have a second job? Is that what he's doing?
Oh, that's his primary job, Bill. That's good. Bill, that's numero uno. That's his first job at all times.
Well, I have a question for you, Dave. Does anybody else ever have any questions besides Andrew?
I got a question, Dave.
Stevie has a question. Go ahead.
Thanks, Dave.
Go ahead.
Billy, now that marijuana is legal in New Jersey, can I get baked to the tits and come to the convention and play video games this weekend?
That's a good question.
Legitimate question. Very good.
That's a good question. I would say I would think yes, but Billy, why don't you take that?
That's beyond my pay scale.
Well,
fair
being
enough. That's a yes.
being a New Jersey resident myself, I'm going to say yes on that one. Maybe not in the arcade itself, but I'm going to say
not on
yes.
the children, neither.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes. Robert, really quick.
I see the event's called a fistful of quarters. How much total do you think that is, and whose fist is it? I would imagine how much quarters you could get into a fist would depend on the individual.
Well, it depends. The better you are, the less quarters you need. I only ever need 1 quarter myself.
Oh, he told you.
Look at that.
Oh.
All right, since we're going around the room, we went to Stevie first. We'll just keep it in order, Robert, and then let's go to Andrew, since we're going around. Andrew, real quick. Come on, let's go.
Hey, Billy. Let's get something straight. I'm one badass keyboard player. My fingers make that orange dick noise. All kinds of cool shit.
What?
They have that game at the Ram Arcade. And can I borrow $20 a bill?
All right, Andrew.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do have it at the Ram Arcade. And everybody already knew you were a Cubert champion. They recognized you and the similarities immediately.
He looks like Hubert. Andrew, did you ask Billy, a guest of the show, to borrow money just now?
He actually kind of sounds like Hubert too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He sounds a little bit like Hubert. Andrew, we don't ask guests to borrow money on the show. When the guests come on the show, we don't ask them for cash, okay?
Okay, Mr.
In
Champion.
the future?
Okay, Mr.
Oh.
Champion.
Right. Hey, Roy,
Well,
do you have a question
I think it's within reason. I mean, considering, for this half hour, I get $1,500. I don't think it's
That's Roy Harter money. That's how he charges MTV and Nickelodeon. Roy,
Yeah.
you got anything for Billy at all?
Not really. Gamers and musicians.
Thanks for helping me.
We have one complaint. Gamers and famous musicians. We actually have one complaint in common: that the fans are way too noisy.
What?
The fans. When you play games, they got a fan. Never mind. I told you I didn't have any questions.
Billy, when you're playing this weekend, are we going to be concentrating on Pac-Man? Are we going to be concentrating on Donkey Kong? Will we take a game per day? Do we play multiple games? How does Billy Mitchell roll at the arcade when he has extended period of time?
No, when I have a period of time where I won't be interacting so much, that was more focused on Donkey Kong. When it's a period of time where I would have continuous interaction, it's easy to play Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man and interact with people and interrupt the game. That's much more fan-friendly. So yes, it'll be a combination of the two.
That's a very interesting answer. So okay, Andrew. Jesus Christ, that was an interesting answer too. Thank you, Billy. Andrew, what?
Hey, Billy. This isn't a video game. But have you ever played Fuck, Marry, Kill? I updated the game and play it in my way. Called Kill, Kill, Kill. Because those other two options were annoying. Thanks for taking my call. I'll hang up and listen to your response.
Billy, don't have any part of that question. No part of that question. Don't even. We're gonna go right past it.
Does he really promise he's going to hang up? Really?
He thinks.
Let me ask you, Dave, what does it mean that everybody on both sides of this podcast, every one of us has a beard except one guy?
Except Andrew. That's right. Stevie's got a little something working. Robert does. Look at Roy Harter. Look at the Dave Man. And then there's Andrew, cleanly shaven. And maybe you can't trust clean face. Maybe you can't trust a fresh face, Andrew. That's what Billy's pointing out. It's 2021. Fresh faces like yourself, maybe you're not trustworthy, Andrew. How about this? Prove you're trustworthy. And one final question for Billy, and that's it, Andy.
All right.
Okay, Big A?
All right.
We're not doing this anymore, Andrew.
Hey, Billy.
That's gas for money.
Hey, Billy. Have you ever accidentally shit while playing Pac-Man or while in the bathtub?
While in the bathtub.
Because I've done the latter.
He asked Billy if you've defecated while playing Pac-Man or in the bathtub, which I was surprised about. And he's admitting that he's done that, the latter.
Yeah, of all the questions he asked tonight, that's the one that stinks the most.
I like it.
Okay.
Good.
Billy, anything else that we need to go over before we let you go? I can't wait to see you. I'm very excited. I know we got there's at least a few. I know Serotonin's gone. A big fan of the Eastside Dave Show with Roy Harter is going to be there, and a bunch of others. And I know there's a lot of fans there, and I'm going to have the posters. And again, I'm going to be at the Ram Arcade on Saturday, August 14th, 3 to 5 p.m. But Bill, anything you want to say about it?
Yeah. What I think is awesome, in all sincerity, yourself, the personality that is Eastside Dave. Okay, Andrew said he'll be there. The personality that is Andrew. It's really, really awesome when you meet people you know, people you watch, people you're actually fans of, and you meet them outside of that element, and you get to know the real person. It really is awesome. The most awesome thing that I do is when I'm actually at a convention at a table, and people come up and I meet them one-on-one, not a script, not a persona. And it's whether it's man to man, whether it's father to father, whether it's game player to game player, it's really awesome. That's really cool. And what I'm saying to the people in your audience is, yourself or Andrew or anybody else who shows up, they'll probably see the Dave or the Andrew for the very first time.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. That's motivational, inspirational. Yeah. That's why he's the greatest video game player of all time. No one else can talk like that.
And I'm not trying to say that you and Andrew are phonies.
Billy, I can't wait to see you. I will see you on Saturday. This is going to be a very fun time. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see you. Okay?
See you there. You,
Billy,
Andrew, and anybody else who comes.
Take care, Bill.
The great Billy Mitchell. There he goes. Thank you, Bill.
Stay happy.
God bless you. God bless you, Billy. God bless Billy. God bless Pac-Man. God bless America. Robert.
Can I just say, as somebody who's had to give you rides places and has hung out with you on a number of occasions, and also a big fan of you on the radio, you listen to Dave and you think, wow, there's no way that's who he is in real life. But that is 100% who you are in real life. There is no off switch.
He's actually worse in real life in person, for sure.
I'm what, Roy? I'm worse?
No, I mean, you're more an Eastside Dave in reality. It's in the car.
He just backtracked. He totally backtracked. He goes, he's actually a lot worse in person. And as soon as I heard him, now before we go, Stevie Lou is here. And by the way, Stevie Lou has a movie that we have, breaking news, we have just heard, is nominated for an Academy Award. It's nominated for an Oscar. It's a short film, and this is breaking news. Everyone is thrilled about this, Stevie.
Yeah, Dave, you are, and Roy and the rest of the team are just tremendous inspirations for me always. And I would love for the folks out there to check this video out yourself on YouTube if you get a chance. It's called Door Death, and I think we're going to show it now. So
let's watch it.
Yeah,
let's watch it.
Thank you.
Jesus. All right, Moldy. What do you think?
Some sick shit went down here. I don't know what. I don't know who. And I don't know why.
to the bottom of the stairs by the train tracks across from the listed address? What the hell? Leave the bag and mark as delivered. Do not wait for the bag to be picked up. This is fucking weird.
Very true to life.
I like it. A lot of drama. So a lot of suspense. Do or death.
What the fuck was that? Maybe a possum or something? Whoa, no. What the fuck? Oh, holy shit, no! Oh, this is not worth this. This is not worth it. Get the fuck out of here. It's a fucking red light, asshole. Fucking piece of garbage. Oh, what?
It's a green light, dipshit.
That was the director. Cameo by the director there.
What the hell was that last night? Ah! Jesus, Julia!
What's up with you, babe? Last night you just came home and went to bed. Then I don't hear from you all day. What's going on?
Look, I had a rough night. That's it. Everything's fine. I promise.
Are you sure?
Babe, everything is fine. I promise.
Okay.
Very intense here.
Here we go.
No, I'm done for the day. Get this out of here. Oh!
You were supposed to just drop it and leave. Now it's time to pay.
No, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. I am. Come on. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Jesus.
In disturbing news, delivery driver Charles O'Sullivan was found dead, bound, and gagged in the trunk of his car. Police are baffled as the events leading to his death.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Here you go, basic.
Thank you, guys. No, thank you guys very much for letting me get to show that little piece work off.
Well, I thought it, because we're doing so many of these film festivals, this is an actual short movie.
Right.
That it was made. Short film.
Yeah, big shout out to TJ Kiss, was a guy that I went to high school with, and he reached out to me over COVID, and he was just like kind of getting into filming So he's brand new at it. We're both kind of new at it, but
that's fantastic.
Going back to the Eastside Dave Star Wars Spectacular, I mean, that was my first real, work I ever did with film, but I've been lucky. I've worked with Trauma, as you guys know. I've been on Trauma.
What people don't know about Stevie is Stevie and I co-wrote the Eastside Dave Star Wars Spectacular. We actually co-wrote that script, that screenplay.
That's actually
remember that, Stevie?
That's not a
Remember,
joke.
I was like, "Hey, we should do that thing with the Death Star," and then you were like, "We should do this other shit with the cantina," and then it was like, it was. I mean, that's pretty impressive, right, Steve?
Yeah, that's total truth. That's the total truth.
Total truth.
But yeah, if people get a chance to go, if you just Google Door Death, one word, on YouTube, Door Death, one word. We've submitted it to a couple festivals. We've already got accepted, so we're looking to just get the word out more. So if anybody out there, click the link a couple times, the more views help. So Door Death.
Look at this.
Yeah.
What a happy show today, Roy.
Yeah, thank you, Dave.
I mean,
thank you, Dave. Appreciate that.
Guns N' Roses, an epic concert. We discovered that, I might be a drunken mess, but Roy Harter doesn't like to provide marijuana at these rock and roll festivals. He doesn't like to bring his own weed, for fuck's sake. Even when you give him a $275 goddamn ticket. We have started the road of reconciliation with Chris Pepper Stanley. Who would have imagined? Stevie Lewis is going to be all over film festivals with Door Death. I mean, Robert.
I'll be at the Harrisburg Comedy Zone this weekend hosting. You should come out.
At the Harrisburg Comedy Zone this weekend. Look how things are taking. Look at Andrew. Andrew was invited by Billy Mitchell after all of these horrible questions, and he tried to extort the man. He tried to bribe the man. Some would even say he threatened Billy Mitchell, and yet Billy Mitchell just invited Andrew to the Ram Arcade this Saturday. And I will be at the Ram Arcade this Saturday, the 14th, 3 to 5 p.m. in Haddonfield, New Jersey. Look it up, Google it, Facebook it. Ram Arcade, Haddonfield, New Jersey, 3 to 5 p.m. That's when I'll be there. I mean, look at Drew and Garrett. Look at these guys. Look at him. Look at him behind the glass. I mean, look at these guys. Look at him. Look at these guys. Look at him. Look at Drew right there. Look at that. Look at Garrett. Look at this. Look at that close-up of Drew. Look at this. Look at Drew. Look at all the shit he's done in his life. Look at this. Look at Drew. And now look at Garrett. Look at this. Have that nice little close-up of Garrett, too. Look at this. Look at these guys. Look at that. Look at those guys. How great are they, huh? Unbelievable. Let's look at Robert. Let's look at Robert again. Let's close up on Robert. Let's look at Robert. Yeah, look at Robert. Yeah. Back to Stevie. Let's look at Stevie. Let's look at Stevie. Look at Roy. Everyone look at Roy. Look at Andrew. Look at Andrew. Look at Robert. Look at Stevie. Look at Stevie. Look at Robert. Look at Andrew. Look at Garrett. Look at Garrett. Look at Drew. Look at Robert. Look at Drew. Look at Robert. Look at Stevie. Look at Drew. Look at Roy. Look at Drew. Look at Robert. Look at Stevie. Look at Robert. Look at Drew. Look at Robert. Look at Garrett. 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 Look at Drew. Look at Robert. Look at Drew.
Holy.
One of these Eastside Dave Show tonight. Action packed. Full on. Oh my God. Roy, take it away. Get us out of here.
Damn, it's been a real fine day. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Get on my new shoes, ain't no way we're gonna lose. 'Cause damn, it's been a real fine day. There's a whole lot of trouble out in this world. Yes, a whole lot of worry. Whole lot of worry. Now that I've had you come into my life, there's a whole lot of reasons to say. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Got on my new shoes, ain't no way we're gonna lose. 'Cause damn, it's been a real fine day.
Yes, 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 yes.
See you next Tuesday, everybody.